Good evening. Epic is saying, hey, you know this Unreal 4 engine that everybody uses for every single game made on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3? I mean, not every game, but like literally 70% of games are made on this engine. Yeah, we're just going to
Hmm.
give it away for free. Here you go, guys. Develop games, make something cool.
Nice.
And
Do they
yeah,
have another
I,
engine out already?
I don't think they do. They're probably working on Unreal 5 for the next gen, but I don't believe they have it out yet. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, some of my favorite games, the Batman Arkham games, are made there. I believe all the Call of Duty games on the 360 and PS3 have been made on the Unreal Engine game. So we're looking at a bunch of indie developers being able to get their hands without having to pay all the money on some really cool software. So I see this as kind of a platform to take the littler developers, and if they want to, not all of them do. Some of them like having more of the 8-bit graphics or the 16-bit graphics, which is pretty cool. It's used a lot in more storytelling for these indie games and really differentiates them. But we're about to see some really cool indie games. This is how that's all I got to say about the Unreal Engine being released for everybody. Um, and all you have to do is if you do commercially release your game, you owe 5% of your profits to Epic. So, say you make $1,000, you owe
Hmm.
them what? $50. Not bad at all. And they're also like prorating refunds for if you already paid for it. So that's pretty cool too.
Hmm.
But I really see this as a really cool step. Your software originally costs, or the dev kits originally cost to make games on this stuff, but I'm sure it was a pretty penny. Because
Yeah, I don't know how much this originally cost either, but it seems like a good business strategy because if you think about it, now you're encouraging more people to just start. You're removing a barrier for a lot of smaller developers to get into the project because of the initial upfront cost, and now you're putting it off until they actually have funds, from
mm-hmm.
making a profit. So
They
there's
started
less risk
investing in
for
other
them.
people's success.
Exactly, exactly. There's less risk for them. They're more likely to use the Unreal Engine than they were before, even though everyone was using it before, and that's just increasing the number of people paying out to Epic in the end.
And
And
I'm sure they've made
potentially, maybe
tons of
they get
money on
more
this.
money. Maybe they're going to make more money though from certain like projects that make it really big. Because wasn't there was a lot of like huge games that were made on Unreal.
Well, I just
So
named a couple: the Batman games, almost
I'm
all the
just saying, like, there was a lot though, right? There
Gears of
was
Gears
so
of
so
War
that would
games
probably
on
is
Unreal.
5% is probably maybe more than what they were getting before, but I don't know.
Well, it depends. I don't know what their agreement with those AAA games, like the EA games or anything like that. What a ton of EA games use that, but I don't know what their original agreement was with them. I could see them selling that software for 100,000 or something in the early stages to some of those people, or more. I don't know. Maybe I'm lowballing. I'm not a software guy. I don't know. What do you
I
think,
don't know.
Brittany?
That
You're
sounds a
more
little high to
software.
me. That sounds a little high
I
to me, but I don't know about game engine. I know some other game engines are a lot more accessible than that. I thought people got into, but I don't know about Unreal. Unreal might be on a
But how
different
good
level.
are they compared to Unreal? Unreal has made tons of great games
I mean, there's some
on
really good
current gen.
other engines out there that like that indie devs could get with some money, with a couple thousand anyway.
Hmm.
Um, I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's going to be cool to see. I just can't wait for an explosion of smaller games, which might bring the gaming industry back to more of a creative place. Because a lot of people are saying that AAA games are killing the creativeness. Because you're always going to get an Assassin's Creed game, you're always going to get a Call of Duty. You just get these remakes, and people are complaining there's not enough new IP. And with the cost of making some of these games getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the industry gets bigger and bigger and bigger, creativity seems to have suffered a little bit. So we're going to see hopefully a boost in creativity. But I don't know. Let us know what you think. Hit us up. Do you love this? Do you hate this? I don't know why you would hate this, but I always give opposite points of view. You can say you hate it. Go ahead and say you hate it in the comments. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. People do that sometimes. But hit us up, comments down below. Of course, at What's For My Face on Twitter, Google Plus, and Facebook. Always good ways to get in a hold of us.